Okay. Mic check. Okay. Hey guys, what's up? So sorry about last night. We lost internet here for a couple minutes, so um, the stream kind of crashed. But this is part remake of that last stream that crashed. So hope you guys enjoy it, and we are gonna plan explain and try this again. If it does happen, I have the same plane that we're going to use in X-Plane in FSX. So, like, I have the same exact plane in FSX. So I could just switch over to another simulator and do the same exact flight that I'm doing in X-Plane. I just want to show you guys um, more of like a realistic kind of simulator. Like X-Plane and FSX here were created around the same time. I just want to show you a more realistic model simulator kind of layout looks like compared to the simulator that was, I think X-Plane was like made 1 year later than Microsoft Flight Simulator, so it's a little more realistic in terms of the models of the planes and the flight dynamics. So, yeah, enjoy. So we're going to be taking off from, if this stream doesn't crash, I'm going to check it on my phone to make sure it does not crash this time. So let me just open up X-Plane for you guys. And this particular plane, if you haven't realized already, was made to carry basically Boeing, the creator of this aircraft and the creator of the Boeing 747, generally used this plane and this plane for transport. Basically, the 747 and everything 737, 737 Max was pretty much used. But basically, they used the 737 Max that's now in testing because it crashed so many times. So they're now remaking the flight model and so on. But the 787 that is still in service, that is flying fine, and only having minor issues with the battery system of the plane. But other than that, the model of the hang on a second, let me just make sure the stream is working correct before I continue. It should be working correct. I just want to make sure. And I am not going to be, I might be able to chat on stream tonight. I'm not sure with this simulator. I'm pretty sure you can, but I just gotta see how to do that, how to minimize the simulator and move it over a little bit in order to do that. And I think we do have it. Do we? Yes! It's working tonight. All right. So, yes, we do have it, and it is working tonight. All right. That is awesome. So, we are going to be flying an X-Plane tonight, guys. So, these are all my planes. And what I find so funny, what one thing about X-Plane and Microsoft Flight Simulator is the funniest part that I've ever heard of. Basically, before I get into the whole Boeing stuff again and little information about the plane we'll be flying tonight, what people do, what you're able to do on X-Plane, as well as Microsoft Flight Simulator, but more on X-Plane than Microsoft Flight Simulator, is create flying pigs, Godzilla, flying elephants. Yes, I said flying elephants, flying Santa, and a bunch of other cool, weird things. So here's the flying pig. I'm just going to show you the mall for it. And yes, that's Dusty from the movie Planes. That does not work. I gotta get rid of that. They create bottle planes too, so I could pretty much fly a Coke bottle um, with wings. If you guys want to see that, I could definitely show you that later. Um, as well as where's the pig? And they named it Wilbur too. So and you can fly a paramotor too in this, which is pretty cool. Where's the flying pig? Oh, and the other plane that we're supposedly flying does not work for some reason. So I'm gonna switch the plane to this end for, but it's gonna be the Dreamlifter. There is the flying pig. This is Wilbur, everybody. That is a flying pig that has engine exhaust going out of its butt and pretty much has blood effects. So when you crash, it has blood effects and it squeals, which is really weird. And you can do like barrel rolls. This thing is aerobatic, so it has um, hawk wings, hawk tail, and it's so fun to fly. Oh my gosh, it's so hysterical. Imagine instead of a BF-109 or a P-51 flyover, you have a 10, 20 flying pigs flying over formation. Oh, that'd be hysterical. Anyways, let's get to the plane we're actually going to be flying today. Let me just see if I can actually switch this to windowed mode. I'm pretty sure. Yep, there we go. Windowed simulator. So I can actually do that. Awesome, awesome, awesome. That is definitely awesome for you guys for today's flight. And you guys can comment in the right so I can see it as well right now, as you can see. So let me just switch this. There's a little kind of difference in the way this gets set up as well as FSX. So just give me a little bit of time here to set this up. Let me just make sure that that's correct. In-game HUD tab, I don't know what that is. Let me just make sure that's correct on window mode. Yes. Okay, window simulator. Sorry, streaming a little later. I was gonna stream tomorrow, but I'm like, I think somebody subscribed and then unsubscribed or something like that. So I wasn't sure like what you guys thought because I did stream Saturday and had the issue, so I just decided to stream tonight just to tell everybody that I'm still here and still streaming, just having a little bit computer errors. So and yes, you could fly a space shuttle. It's pretty fun, honestly, as well. Let's go back up here. It's back up here, I think. And don't worry, I'm not going to take a half an hour to get set up like other streamers do. With these simulators, I free fly. I don't, as far as I know now, I don't do anything like that as well. Like I don't take hours or an hour to get set up. I just find that like a waste of time compared to like you're watching a 4 hour. You're watching basically 4 hours of flying time, and the hour gets up. Yeah, I know it's some people want to see that, but generally, I find flying, especially if you're doing like some of that old stuff, like your 1 hour should be fine. Yep. Especially if you're doing some like that old flying, and you're like this, you're watching just like if new people come in here and look at your stream and are interested in the game, and you're sitting on the ground for an hour. Yeah, it's kind of boring for them because they want to see you fly. But I get it. Some people like like having the plane get set up and everything. But I consider that just pretty much not kind of a waste of time because uh, the amount of people that do join compared to the amount of people that watch your stream. Not saying that everybody's interested in aviation, but the majority of people that do watch your stream and might be stopping by, might find it interesting, and you want to be in the air. You don't want to be on the ground for an hour trying to set up a plane, you know. But again, other people do like that, so it depends on the streamer. I generally don't do that. I fly fewer, so everything's set up for me. But yeah. So we have enough fuel for the flight. We're heading to Boston today, and we're heading out of KJFK, and we have real weather, people. We have real weather in the sim. Yes, I say it. We have real weather. So the weather you see now is the current weather that is at Kennedy International Airport. Despite the slight chance of rain or the slight, slight differences, but yeah, other than that, the sim is good. Oh, and what I find much better, I'll confirm this. Just give me a second. Let me confirm this. We're going on the icing facility. Yep. What I find really cool about this, which I hate on Microsoft Flight Sim, Microsoft, see, just update the weather again. What I find, stormy, there you go. What I find weird about Microsoft Flight Simulator is like you can go weight, balance, and fuel, but they give you the metric system, so they give you the pound system. So it's like 1,000 pounds overweight. And if you want to go for a 3-hour flight, I know this flight is only like between an hour and a half an hour. So I put in hour time fuel. Whereas they have the pounds here, or they have the total here, but they also have this. FSX does not have that time right there. So where X-Plane does. So I love that. I don't hate it, but it's just annoying because I can't literally fly like a 3-hour flight if I'm like full tanks in a 787 or a 74. So anyways, with the Boeing Dreamlifter, before I start the game, what I was saying is before this plane was created, they were shipping the they still ship by train, but they also ship by this. So the body of the plane, the main fuselage of the plane, was being shipped by train to Boeing. And then the wings were being shipped by train. So now I believe they can ship the body of a 787 in this plane. So the whole body, the whole fuselage of the plane can fit in this plane and be flown from the from the building facility to Boeing to be finished and built on to the aircraft. So that's the main reason why Boeing created this plane, and it's still in service today with Boeing. And this plane does fly into Kennedy once in a while as well. So you do have a chance of spying it. I hope one day that I get a chance to spy it because they do plane spy at Kennedy International Airport, as well as around there. So I do hope one day that I can see this plane because this is a really rare plane in my area. So let's see here. Fuel and payload failures. Okay, let's get flying. Stormy weather today. This is going to take a while to load. Not that long, but All right, so now we're just loading this. I do find X-Plane, but FSX I do find too. So if our computers can take it, I will also be streaming Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 as well. If my dad's computer, my computer can handle it, I will be streaming Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 and basically flying the 747-8i that they have on there, as well as probably the 787. We're just waiting for the game to load. No, it's not frozen. It just takes a long time for the scenery to load in and everything. So let me just get my joystick ready here. There's just a lot more scenery and effects that goes into X-Plane compared to FSX. That's why it takes a long time for it to load up all that scenery and stuff and boat objects. As it's saying right now. Just waiting for it to load. I'll be right back. I was just going to turn on my air conditioning in my room. Alright, it looks like we're set to go out of the airport right now. We are at the de-icing facility at the west part of the airport. We're right by runway 13 right. And I do not have a thing. There we go. Okay. Alright, so we are right by runway 13 right. So we're going to generally take off from there. There is planes that take off from there. I hear now that you will see some air traffic that we have to. What am I switching? Okay, no, it's nothing. I hope that wasn't. Okay, I was just clicking. Okay, I was just clicking on something. All right. This game is also on Steam as well. Explain 11, and it's currently being updated to 11.150, I believe. And the sound is going to sound a lot more realistic. plane is so wide. And I can't. There we go. Making the turn. I'm still getting used to FSX as well, guys. So, I mean, X-Plane as well. So, I just recently got it for like, I think Christmas or my birthday. So, I'm still getting used to my last birthday. I think I got it for Christmas actually. I'm still getting used to like the flight dynamics and stuff. So, bear with me. Okay, and flaps. I'm gonna put 4 flaps out. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 flaps out. That's 20 degrees of flaps, I believe. 30 degrees. I think it's 30. I think it's 30. All right. It's not going more than that. Okay. The only difference is with X-Plane, I tend not to take off inside the plane. Outside of the plane, I tend to take off inside the plane. So let's do that. Let's do that now. B. And you could have cabin views as well. Not with this plane, but with other planes, there is cabin views. Boeing Dreamlifter cleared for takeoff.
On runway 13, right.
Oh, come on, man. I'll fix that when we get to the end of the airport. Oh, God. Yep. I'm going to have to fix that when we get to the end of the airport. The tire blew on takeoff. All right, gear up. Come on. Down, trim down, trim down. Man, look at those clouds. They look like thunderstorm clouds. I'm going to go above those. Trim down, trim down, trim down. Should trim down. There we go. And we're a little low on speed here, as you can see by that yellow line. We're going to try to speed up a bit. So, that yellow line right there. It's telling us we're low on speed here. We got to pick up a little bit of speed to be a lot steadier in the air. First, I want to get above these clouds. And remind me, guys, if you're on here I'll probably remember, but to redo my tires once we get into Boston. To inflate my tires or fix that issue. I guess the tires were turned when I was taking off, so the friction of the tire against the wrong way blew them. I managed to take off, so that's good. Slow it down a little bit. Actually, I want to speed up because we don't want to stall here. I'm going to level off once we get above these clouds. Oh, and if you guys want to see another fun streamer as well, hang on a sec, guys. I'm in the clouds, and wait. Whoa. Okay, hang on, hang on. Okay, I'm watching my thing here, and that's stalling. I'm good. I think that was just a 10,000 feet alarm or something, or I stalled. Either way. Now, you're probably wondering how I'm able to fly through these clouds. Simple. The thing you see in front of me that is moving to the right and left is the artificial horizon. That tells me what my angle of attack is, or basically tells me if the plane is straight. Like that's up, down, turning. So it basically tells me what my angle of attack is compared to the actual horizon of the Earth. Meaning that, put in simple terms, it's the angle of my plane compared to the Earth's horizon. And that's just a weather update that you just saw. Alright, so it looks like our plane is good, and our speed is good as well because the yellow line's gone, so that's good. And try to climb to, I don't know, at least decent altitude. I might stay around here as well. Oh, we just lost the speed thing again. Let me just. It's not as important. What happens basically is your plane is more hard to control. But if you know how to fly Ascend 4 and if you're okay with flying, that shouldn't be a problem. That's why I'm not really worrying about it too much. Let's turn on the Avi tab, which is our map system. The another main difference between X-plane flying and FSX flying is none of these aircraft come with a GPS besides these civil aircraft. So you gotta download a program called Avitab and update it as well. So basically, Avitab gives you your. If I can find out how to do it again, hit the wrong thing. Aircraft in the area, I think. Airports. These are all the airports in the area. Airstrips, as well as helipads. And there are helicopters as well that you could fly and explain. Looks like we're a little overspeeding down there because that's right, so we're going to slow down a little bit. There we go. Looks good now. Or it's in the yellow now, so we're going to slow down even more. There we go. That's good. This is basically half throttle for Ascend 4, or about that. I'm going to stay about this altitude. The orange thing you see on my screen right here is my aircraft. And it does not show, it should show other aircraft. I'm not sure if it does exactly, but it should. And we are heading right over here, somewhere over here, Boston, Massachusetts. And we're going to do a couple flights tonight, maybe fly on to Juliana, although it's going to be a long kind of flight. So we're not going to do it. We're going to do the land route because more of the scenery route kind of thing. So we're going to go down to Fort Lauderdale and then Miami. Kind of the same flight that we did in FSX, just the next plane. And as you can see, the speed is wonky on this aircraft. So because I don't really know how to fly Sen 4 yet in FSX X-Plane. So it's a little slow right now. So it's going to be a little longer than the actual time it would take us to get there. That's why I had so much fuel for this flight. It usually takes half an hour though, depending on what the winds are and everything. This is basically our cruising speed for the whole flight to Boston. Between this speed and full throttle is going to be our cruising speed, generally. Just in case we get into any trouble. Whether just update again. Actually, you know what? I should be listening to Boston because that wind is going to make a difference once we get in there. So let me just do that real quick, guys. And just update the or get the weather system up here. So just give me 2 seconds, guys, to get that ETC up and running for Boston. And turn on my. Yeah, no, I forgot something. Okay, so let me hit this. Just stream is still on. Just adding ATC in the stream for Boston, Massachusetts. And usually, if I'm very realistic, which I normally am when I fly, unless I'm testing, I just fly into any airport and I don't really need real weather. But because we have a storm in the area, as you see during takeoff, cloudy, kind of stormish weather, I usually use ETC for that. So that's what we're pulling up right now. So let's do this. Let's do Google. Oh, you guys didn't see it. That's right. Sorry. I keep thinking you guys. Live ATC JFK, and then open up this, and then type in airport ATC code. So possibly tomorrow as well, there's going to be some new planes flying videos coming for you guys as well. And they're going to be uploaded. Sorry, I'm so slow uploading. I am busy editing other videos, and because of quarantine, some of the videos that I have planned cannot be created right now, but once quarantine ends, they will be created and posted, as well as some other videos that I promised you guys, or I told you I was going to post. Let's see. So, okay, not KISP. If we're lucky, there'll be a 747 landing here, and we'll hear the ETC for that. But normally, I'm not that lucky, so let's see what happens here. Ramp tower, here we go. All right, ATC should be starting shortly. Let me see if I can get this thing back up for you guys. There you go. And let's continue flying after we should have ATC out of this airport. There we go. So we'll be changing the ATC depending on what airport we are landing on or taking off from. So the airport the airport ATC will switch depending on what airport I'm flying into, and you may hear it, you may not, depending on if that airport is active due to COVID-19 restrictions and how much aircraft actually fly in there, and how much aircraft actually fly into the airport. Because normally, sometimes civil is a little quiet now due to COVID, but or generally due to not going out, and but mainly it's the civil has been quiet lately, but mainly it's the commercial airliners that are like the 747, 737, 787, 757, stuff like that has been very quiet because we blocked kind of main air traffic from the other countries to stop the spread, I think, of COVID-19 and stuff like that. I may be wrong, but that's what I've heard, I believe so. So we are currently over, let's see, where's our plane? Okay, we are going in the circle. Yay. We gone nowhere. If not, we gone to the north. Sorry about that, guys. We will turn back to the area. Sometimes I get lost with like all that ATC and everything looks the same kind of in the air. So just give me a second to get back on our route. We're not that bad. We'll just use this route and go up this. Once we get close to the airport, I gotta see what airport we're landing at as well. So, wait, I mean, what runway we're landing on, not what airport. Looks like we're okay now. I think. Yep, we're good. We're in line now. Our plane was that always like every time I'm distracted or listening to music, the plane tends to do what it wants to do, and I'm not paying attention because everything looks the same as you can see up here. There are clouds everywhere, so it's hard to get lost when you're not always looking at a map. Now we can slow down and put up the trim. As well a little bit so the plane stays. Guys, I could turn the air conditioning real quickly. There we go. Air conditioning is on. Yep, thank God. It's getting hot in this cockpit. When I will not be streaming on weekends. Not on, on weekends. Because just to give me a break of streaming every day. I might stream if there's a special thing that's going on the weekend, but as of now, I'm not streaming on the weekend. So Friday, I'll probably make a stream. But like, if it goes into like basically Friday and Saturday, yes, I will probably stream, but not Saturday and Sunday. Possibly Sunday I may stream, but definitely Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday I will be streaming on air doing some sort of fights or playing World of Warships. All right. That means we are currently stalling, I believe. Or that's the ATC. Hang on. Yeah, I think we currently are not stalling. We just. I can't read the. Hang on. Oh, and the cool thing about this as well is I can go in more, I believe. So I'm going to go in a little bit more, read my speed, and up a little bit. Just give me a second. I'm going to fix my view here as well. I just go up like that. And go down. Okay, so I can read that and also see the nose of my aircraft. Okay, we are good. Now we're going the right way. As long as I'm not in the air for like an hour, like I should be fine. And plus, it doesn't like the stream runs for an hour, but I think the fuel load is a lot more fuel efficient and stuff like that. So, and even if we run out, I could always add more fuel in the plane and start the plane up again while we're in the air. So it's no issue. And just adjusting the throttle just to save on fuel and stuff like that. So that's why I hear the different engine sounds. It's not because the plane is losing fuel. It's just because just to conserve fuel and stuff. Clear land number 2, Southwest. Yeah, that's one happy pilot. I wonder if he's getting paid today. Because they're like, clear land, runway 32, Southwest something. That's really funny. I love hearing like I never heard a crash. I've heard. I've been to go around, filmed to go around, but I never heard really an emergency on here. Or I think I have once trying, or maybe once afterwards, like a tire popped or something happened to the plane, but never on ATC. So. But I have heard stuff like clear land, runway 32, or stuff like that, like happy pilots that are flying in planes and just enjoying their job. Alright, so I think we'll make it. We'll definitely make it, because we're moving a lot faster now. Just watch I think that's our oil or our engine heat. I think that's a stall warning for us. Yep, that's stall warning. And that's stall warning, we're getting too low in speed here. I think that's what that is. I can't really tell because it doesn't say on the side and I don't know where to look if you're stalling, but should say stall, I think, on here though, somewhere on the artificial horizon. Okay. And also, please check out Charm City Gamer. He is one of my best friends. He posts Yu-Gi-Oh, Plants vs. Zombies videos, wrestling videos, and he's pretty good at playing games, so please check him out as well. And subscribe to him if you like his content, as well as mine. There is another plane in front of us as well, so I'm going to turn right and try to avoid him. Even though he's far away, these planes go a decent amount of ground speed, and that is either our stall warning or we're speeding. So let me just, yeah, that is our stall warning, definitely. So Charm City Gamer as well is one of my best friends, and he does really cool streams as well as me. So if you like my streams, please check out Charm City Gamer as well on YouTube. Because he makes really cool streams of games. He does not live stream, but he does post videos of the games that he plays as well. And his commentary is pretty funny sometimes. So as you're avoiding planes as well, you don't generally have to avoid them. You have to be like feet apart, but I generally avoid them. Um, so I have to get back on the route here. But I generally like to avoid them just so I don't have to worry about them instead of them hanging my tail. I've seen so many crashes where the planes are like a decent amount apart and they just hit the tail of the other aircraft. So I generally don't get too close to other aircraft. Unless I'm formation flying, but other than that, no, not really. We're back on route and heading towards the water there. Water there, so we're gonna head a little bit to the left. I think we're gonna land on runway 352, 35 as well. And then we're gonna do a quick low flyover with that air Boston, so I can see where runway 35 is, so I can line up with it as well. Also, the night textures are really cool. I might switch to night when we get to the next airport, or maybe not. Oh, we'll see. I'm just gonna check the fuel load real quick. Make sure our fuel is good. And our fuel is good. We have 27 minutes left. So generally, I'm going to add, because I know it's going to take me a while to land. So generally, I'm going to add a little more fuel to our tanks just because. So we're good. I'm going to add probably an hour and 30 just because it's gonna add a lot, but I know I'll be definitely at Boston within an hour and 30. I mean, I've never flown in the air for more than that time. Anyways, so when it comes to flying at long airports, yes, but short airports, no. I don't usually stay in the air and fly around. I generally go from airport to airport to airport. So. I'll probably leave it day to the stream too and the view, and you guys can see a lot more of it than River at night. But the night textures are really good as well in this. Alright. So we're still going the same way. We're going to turn a little bit to the left as well to adjust our route. We definitely have enough fuel for this flight now. And once you get this game, it takes you a while to get used to the flight dynamics compared to FSX. But you'll get used to them in a matter of no time. They're not that much different, but it is challenging going from FSX to explain compared to different flight dynamics and all that. And once I get to Boston, there's going to be a quick break, and then we're going to fly to Philly after Boston. Or should we go to Philly? You could go out to Miami, but Minneapolis, I haven't seen that yet, but I'd rather fly all the airports I know where they are rather than new airports. I mean, we could do that if you guys want, but I just have it route to show you guys. I just figured this route to show you guys the difference in scenery from both FSX as well as Explain. And I do have there is pushback for this, and you could be in the pushback tug, but that is not working for me currently, as far as I know. So I'll not be able to show you that today, but I do plan on fixing that eventually. So we are over. Where are we? Okay. So we're a little bit more down than we were. We definitely have enough fuel to do this flight. I just added the fuel in. I just want to make sure we have enough just in case we do any more random turns or anything. I have to keep going back, so I just put an hour 30 in there. We should definitely get there. Even though the flight's realistically in 7-4, probably 15 minutes to a half hour. It's always good to have more fuel in there, so you don't have to keep going back during the stream. And if you keep constantly going back, checking on your fuel when you know you have enough fuel in your tanks to do the flight. Well, there's a thing again. And I did want to get Microsoft. I did want to get Microsoft Flight. I did want to get Microsoft Flight as well. I just like to wait because if I have any errors on my computer with Microsoft Flight Simulator, I want to be able to ask somebody, and I can currently do that. So I'm fine with installing Microsoft Flight 2020 on this computer. I just wanted to wait. That's why I never really. That's why I got to explain. Instead of waiting to get Microsoft Flight. So I do plan to get Microsoft Flight 2020. I just need to make sure my computer has the right drives and speed for that, and I gotta move stuff over and possibly delete FSX in order to fit Microsoft Flight on this computer. But we'll see what happens in terms of that. But I'm not deleting Explain. Explain. So our speed, no, our speed's still slow. So I do plan to stream Microsoft Flight 2020 and just don't know with this computer if it will work correctly or if it will even or if how much it will glitch and stuff like that. So I just gotta see before we install the game on here. Let's go to the outside view real quick. So I could show you the outside and find the outside as well for a bit. Oh, my plots are still out. All right, we're gonna go back in the cabin. Yeah, my plots were still out. I was like, wait, what? They're still out, and I didn't know they're still out. So it should be picking up a little bit of speed now because they're in. And we're gonna avoid this plane that's coming towards us and try to see which way he's going. Gonna go to the left of him. Well, yeah, I'm just seeing where he's going right now. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the left of him because he is. Actually, are we gonna fly over him? Yeah, he's right in front of us here. Actually, you guys might be able to see him. I'm gonna climb a little bit so to avoid him, but let's see if you guys can see him. So that's generally, I think that was 737, but that's generally the space difference. That's generally the space difference that the airline generally wants you to stay, or the FAA generally wants you to stay away from any other aircraft. Yes, I don't know if that is the exact spatial difference, but it looked like a decent amount, so I just brought it up. It's 1,000 feet is the difference, the shortest difference between aircraft that you should be in the air, no closer, but you can be farther away. But generally, if you're passing an aircraft, you have to be 1,000 feet apart from each other. Rendering time and X-Plane. So I have my settings set a little high as well. So what might happen is the actual time that this game updates, depending on the weather, is going to be a little off. So if the rain stops in Boston at a certain time, or the rain stops in New York at a certain time, it's going to be a little bit slower. Not too much from what I've seen, but it could also fix itself once we land. Normally, I've seen it's because of the cloud layer. If I have a high amount of clouds, the rendering tends to be a little glitchier and slower. So that's why that message came up. Okay, we're gonna start descending around MA75. We're gonna start descending around there. Actually, that's a little close. MA26. We're gonna start descending. Okay, we're gonna start descending now. Actually, so I'm gonna descend below the clouds. Just so we have that visual on the airport. Once we get there, so I'll descend and then descend again and descend again. I just want to be that altitude once we get there. So I just want to be low enough altitude so we only have to do one flyby instead circling around the airport. I also may possibly live stream, probably tomorrow. I may possibly live stream if the planes are flying over. Possibly if I do have, if I'm able to live stream from my iPad, which I think I am able to. I'm not exactly sure, but I think if I'm able to, I could. I think. I think if I'm able to, I will. But if I'm not, then you'll see the stream later. But definitely, if I'm able to, I definitely will stream for you guys. Or it's not going to be a stream. It's going to be plane spying. So if I can on my iPad, I will. And I'll just say like Korean Air 747 flying over or something like that. Or whatever flies over. I don't know what the winds are going to be tomorrow. Actually, I'm going to check the weather once we get into Boston, what the winds are going to be tomorrow, as well as for Philly once we land there. Okay. So we're heading towards MA6, it looks like. So that's good because I believe Boston is right above that. Excuse me. Boston, yeah, it's somewhere around there, I think. I just wanted to send below these clouds. It's also a lot smoother, as you can tell from FSX. I had no idea why. Like I have the same settings, and you can see it's having issues with my card that's not rendering fast enough in some cases. But on FSX, it's generally glitching, and uh, sometimes do updates. Like one of the times it was glitching so much in World of Warships. That was doing an update, which I updated, but which I fixed. But generally, I find Explain does better on streams than FSX does in terms of frame rates. I think I might fly KDFW actually after this because I haven't seen really KDFW, and I want to see where like that actual the actual gate for that last flight that I did that I tried doing, or that I did on Facebook was KJFK at KDFW, but I used two different aircraft. I used like a 737 Max and something else. I think I used a 737 that wasn't some plane that was having an error or something happened. I forget, but or the plane wasn't keeping up the flight exactly. So I switched to 737 Max to keep up with the flight that was going at KDFW, but I gotta check that, and I think that's gonna be a 4 hour, 5 hour flight just due to where we are from Boston. So I actually might fly back and check the flight route. It's probably gonna be a little different, so I may add an hour fuel just in case. But I think we'll do that because I feel like flying to KDFW next, which is Dallas Fort Worth International Airport, and checking out where that gate is because I was tracking somebody's flight that I know, and they went out of that airport. So, and they sent me a photo of the gate that they were at. So, I just wanted to see if I could find the actual gate that they went out of that picture is from. And it will be easy because it's like a big building, and I could just look it up on my phone. I think I still have it on my phone. So instead of going out to Florida, or we may go out to Florida, I have no idea. But in terms of probably tonight, it's 12:10. By the time we're gonna go back to Boston, Kenny, and then that's probably gonna be another hour flight. And then by the time we get into probably DFW, it's probably going to be a little bit of time. But I just want to check out we might switch airplanes actually once we get into Boston, um, because I could fly another plane there, but maybe not. I just figured the speed would be different. But actually, you know what? We're gonna do a cargo run from. I'm gonna use a 737. We're gonna do a 5 hour flight, 4 hour flight, 5 hour flight. Uh, we're gonna do like a cargo run thing. So we're gonna fly a cargo 737 Qantas. I just gotta get that plane set up, and then we'll do that. That's what we'll do once we get into there. So it's fun, and we get to do two different. You guys get to see a cargo version of a plane in FSX, and well, two cargo versions. Basically, this is Cargo 74, and you guys can see a Cargo 737 that doesn't exist with Qantas, but somebody made it, so I downloaded it. I just got finding it's for you guys. Shouldn't be an issue. And yeah, so pretty much we'll do that. And that will let me know if I'm slow or if I'm about to stall. So this does too, but as you can see, I'm still going slow. So I want to get in there, but oh, geez, I just hit a plane. Let's see. No, where we're playing as though it's tiny. So unfortunately, now we gotta descend because as you can see, we're really close to Boston, or the area that Boston is gonna be at. So I'm gonna go idle to very little, and yeah, I just want to test. This is gonna be another new texture. I've flown this plane, this 737-700 before, so I just want to show you it different because I never really fly X-plane on the stream that much, so I want to show you some different textures as well. I could also fly, you know what? I could fly a Cessna, but you guys want to see a paramotor? We can do a paramotor back to, I think we'll do that. Paramotor back to Kennedy, and then fly a, because that's never been on a stream before, as far as I know. So we'll do a paramotor back to Kennedy, and then we'll do 737 to KDFW, and if time changes, of course, but we should be fine. So load of throttle a lot because we're getting close. I think Boston is close nearby. Oh, let me just go up here a little bit. I'm gonna let it drop for a bit. Yep, there's Boston. Okay, so we'll just stay idle and keep the nose down and watch for aircraft. You guys can help me as well if you want, even though there's not too many people on the stream right now. But let's see what the altitude is actually. Now during this, you can zoom in like this, and then look down because you're not really turning at all. You're in line with the airport, so I'm just gonna do this. Actually, do this. So we are at 3,000 feet and descending, and I can't see anything. So we're gonna go up a little bit, and we're gonna fly. I know I can't see anything right now, but still good, people. So now I can look down and not see any gauges. That's great. Let me go back. I wonder if hang on and try something here. Because this is a cargo aircraft, I want to see if I can show you guys the back of the plane real quick. So let me just pause, and I gotta fix this view anyways, so. See if I could show you the back of the aircraft. If this door opens. Should. Yeah, it opens. So unfortunately, as well, I don't run. I run settings that keeps my sim smooth, where the wrong way shows up good and everything. But I don't run like good settings in my aircraft. So what you're seeing now is basically, if I can get back here, there's a door. I think there's a lobby, or I'm not sure what's on Dreamlifter actually, but um, I know this is not. What the heck is this? Okay, here's the door. Okay, that's awkward. Let's see if I can go past this. I don't run really the. I do run settings, but I don't really run like the right amount of. Can we get through this or no? Yay, we can. So this is a United cabin on Sen 4, but I don't run really. As you can see, some of the textures are crappy. I don't run good settings in the planes due to my frame rates spike up on streams as well. So what we're going to do actually for you guys is I'll show you a descent from a cabin point of view, because I pretty much know where this airport is and pretty much can line up the wrong way. Once we get to the airport, though, or over the airport, I'm going to switch it, but we'll give you a engine view today. Because I know other streamers love doing this as well. So this is the engine view. And these are, from what I know, exact viewpoints that you will actually see if you are in the seat on the actual aircraft. So this is what you will actually see if you're actually in the seat in the first class lounge of the 747. So, attention passengers, this is Captain speaking. We are currently descending into Boston, Massachusetts. Please put your tray tables in the upright position and prepare for landing. I always wanted to do that with that view, man. Anyways, we're gonna have our flaps down a little bit. We're just getting lined up with the wrong way. And thank you for flying. The weather in with us. The weather in Boston, Massachusetts is overcast skies with a lot of clouds and 15 to 20% chance of rain. I'm not really sure. So, but a 10% chance of rain. So, as you exit the aircraft, you may get a little soaked, but or I would have those actually umbrellas handy, because you may actually get wet if it is raining in Boston. And there is no ATC, so apparently I'm going to go with what that guy said, and the wrong way is 35. So, as you can see, this is really cool as well. Did I just see a... Oh no, it's just the angle of the... Wait, is that the actual... I think that's the actual engine. I think that is, because watch, if I stay still, and then... That is so cool. So what you guys are seeing there is basically the engine spinning, and it's basically cold enough up here to create a cloud kind of in the engine. So when it's basically water vapor being sucked into the engine. So the engine is hot, so it's basically the water vapor heating up and creating steam. So that's what you're seeing there. Kind of an effect on the engine. I never knew that. That's really cool that this sim does that. We're hanging a little closer, Boston, so we're gonna make a left turn here. See? Well, if I'm a captain doing this, I'd be so scared. Like if that happened. So, but I know what I'm doing here. I know what angle and everything I'm at. I should actually be looking in front more, but see the sun difference too. When the sun hits a window, it brightens up in the cabin. When the sun doesn't hit a window, it darkens. Depending on where the sun is, that's really cool. Some little effects in this game that I never knew. I'm pointing out to you guys. So we're going to turn left. Let's see if it does it for us. And we're going to just leave it. It should automatically turn. As you can see, the sun is right above us. Or the sun rays. Okay, we're actually going the opposite way, which is we want to go right, we're going left. There we go. Now we're going left. I'm still getting used to turning and stuff, and plus I'm in a cabin trying to fly a plane, so that's not that's hard as it is actually. Alright, now we're good. So let's level off. You would never do that in a plane, but it's explained, so you can technically push this plane to its limits because it's not going to fall apart in the air. Although some models, if you crash them into the ground, they do break up. Cessna, I believe, is one of them, as well as some of the planes that have, like some of the older biplanes that have in the sim. Alright. They're actually wanting to turn a little more and put our flaps out. Okay, we're going to put our flaps out so we descend quicker. You might see the slats starting to go over the wing. You should see them dropping pretty soon, I think. That slows down the plane. That's why we're so slow in the beginning of the flight. I'm going to go back to the cabin, make a cockpit, because it's kind of hard to fly and turn. Actually, let me go on the outside and then we'll go back to the cabin that way, because I can easily turn and see what's Get our nose down a little bit. So basically, I don't know if you guys can hear me, but what you see behind the aircraft right now is called a cotton trail. That's actually the engine heat in the engines crystallizing. So that's what you see behind the engines and behind the wings. As well as that slight effect there that I think that's kind of either that is edited wrong or that's actually an A to put the wing vapor over the engines, but that's what I think. I could be wrong. Like the engine uh, heat, like what I said before. I'm going back a little bit to just gain more room for landing and to descend a little bit. So I'm gonna stay idle now until I find until I descend a little bit. Then we're gonna turn and land into Boston. Watch the other aircraft over there to our right. Now again, our gear is um, not really in the best of shape as you saw during takeoff. So we're gonna have to probably be aware of that and land on a long runway. I think the runway was like 3-5 right, so I believe that is south end of the airport there, south end of Boston. Oh, the weather changed. Wow, that's good. Oh, that's not good. All right, hang on a sec, guys. I gotta get to send a lot more than I thought I did because the airport is right below us, actually. So just give me a sec to get down a little bit. I'm gonna go out over the ocean and do a little holding pattern until we lower till we get a lower altitude. Again, I'm not a professional pilot. 7-4 gear is I follow him, so he's a professional 747 pilot. I'm not, so you might see a little errors in the way I fly, or a lot of errors. But it's just game, so I tend to just enjoy it and fly the way I want to fly. Yes, I could nosedive right now and probably crash, but I do not plan to do that because once you get up to a certain speed, the wing doesn't work. So basically, the wing doesn't. It's too turbulent over the wing to get any air over the wings. So basically, when you're going at a certain speed, the air is too quick over the wing. That's the short version of it. So you can't pull up and get the amount of speed. Like you can't just like pull a plane up and get the speed. Oh, we got clouds back. And make a right turn so we can start doing our descent over the ocean and our holding pattern for runway 35 at Boston. I'm just making some steep turns now and get the to help the plane descend a little bit faster than making a holding pattern. So, and I'm watching for other aircraft around me as well. Gonna get a little bit farther. As you can see, we're descending a little bit with these turns. Gear down. Just to help it descend a little bit. Again, we have two or one more blown tire on this aircraft, so I do not know what's going to happen on landing, but I'll try to make it a good landing, depending on what the gear is, what the gear does, what the gear is like, because we have one or two blown tires, one or more blown tires on this aircraft right now. And I'm going to go left real quick just to get a little bit farther away from the airport. And it's raining. So I'll show you what we'll do, because it's cloudy and it's raining and I don't know what altitude I'm at and I do not want to crash. So we're going to go into our cabin here. Oh, now it's not raining. Okay, so I guess it's raining only in some areas. So what we're going to do, actually, just in case it starts raining again, is put on our, I believe this is, what is this? I don't know where the thing is, but there's windshield wipers somewhere in here. I think that's them, or is that them? I don't know. I'm not gonna mess with it. It should be fine. I'm just gonna go inside just in case that happens on landing, so I know where I'm at, where I'm going, and stuff like that. All right, so we're gonna turn. You should be close enough to. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit here. And that, I think, means we're below 10,000 feet. Yep, or 20,000 feet. And I might have to go around, but as far as I know, we're good. So we're gonna actually, okay, so it's right in front of us. Yeah, we're gonna do a little bit more maneuvering. As you see now, it's a little cloudy, as well as probably gonna be raining once we get into the airport. So this is not the best decision for a blown tire. I'm gonna try it though, just because. But odds are there's a good chance we're gonna go off the end of the runway. If that does happen, I'm just gonna abort the landing and head to KJFK, where I know it's not as bad as this, because I don't want to crash the plane. So imagine flying at night in this. All right, so the runway is right there. We're gonna turn left. Whoa, that's not that left. Ah, jeez. Big angle. Okay, now I'm going to turn left, but still descend because that wrong way is still. And we still have a blown tire, so that's going to be interesting what happens on landing. Attention Boston Tower, we have one or multiple blown tires. So get the fire trucks ready if possible. Or when we're on approach. Thank you. I don't really know what they do. I haven't really heard, but I know they do say pan, they, or something like that. They think it's going to be a crash landing, but, or they know it's not going to be a great landing. This is awesome scenery, though. Awesome weather effects, too. It was not like this in the storm. I don't know why I put it all the way up and it was bad, but it wasn't like this in Hurricane Irma, which was weird. I flew in Hurricane Irma as well in the sim. Didn't stream it, but I flew it in Hurricane Irma in this, and it wasn't that bad. Once I put it up, it was, but like it had spurts of wind, but like wind bands. But I'm gonna go around really quick. I think that's my best bet to lose a little bit more altitude. We might be a little bit off the wrong way, but you're up. Just so nothing else happens to the gear. Bang angle, I know. Okay, this is not working currently. So we're gonna X out of this. That is one of the worst times I have to pop up, but we're fine. Gear down. At this point, because it's raining, I'm just gonna pick the longest runway. Is safe pilot and land and watch for planes. So actually, I should fly over the airport, but I think the best bet is to get the spur on the ground. Where is the airport? I do not know where the airport is right now. Am I over it? Alright, so the airport is right in front of us, so I'm just going to land on that runway with the lights on it to the right. And since we have a decent amount of blown tires, probably on this aircraft, I'm going to try to land earlier rather than later. Now I'm going to go around. But we should be fine. I'm going to go on the inside just in case, so I can reverse the engines if we do have a blown tire on this plane. Okay. Could put the air brakes out, but not needed.
Too high. Too high.
I got it. Okay, I know.
Approaching 0, 4, right.
I know it's 35 right, but I think we're fine here. Okay, so we're good. I think we're gonna make it, guys. Ah, nice landing. Oh, bounce. All right, we made it. I think we can stick with Sen 4 as well. So, I'm also gonna repair these tires once we get to the cargo area. I know I control the flats here. All right, flaps up. So we're gonna go to the left side of Boston here. It's to our left. I know it's one parking area. Hope our brakes are on. I think that means when the tires flat. That sound.
Approaching 3 right. On runway 3 right, 1,100 feet remaining. Approaching 2 right. On runway 04 left, 1,300 remaining. Caution, short runway, short runway.
Don't worry, I'm not planning to take off. I'm just going to the
1,000 remaining.
I'm just going to the parking area.
500 remaining.
If I can turn in time. It's my brakes.
100 remaining. Caution, on taxiway, on taxiway.
Yeah, so we're gonna stick with the. Actually, we're gonna switch planes real quick. So let me just get to a parking spot here.
Caution. On taxiway. On taxiway.
Man, where is this? I think it's over here somewhere.
Approaching. 2 left.
I think it's over straight ahead of us somewhere, but it's where the tower is. So this is. I bet the tower
On
is.
runway. 2 left.
Okay, it's down here. Let me just go out the next taxiway then. I know where it is. I don't know Boston's layout, for the most part. Yeah, we definitely have a pop gear or a uh, blown gear down there. I could hear it. I'm just worried about if we get more. I'm not taking off. We're just going to speed down this wrong way real quick to get to the spot. I think it's over here somewhere.
Five 5,000 feet remaining.
Brakes.
4,000 remaining.
This turn.
3,000 remaining. Caution. On
Crap.
taxiway. On taxiway.
On grass. Okay, we're good. It's right over here, guys. I just need to, whoa, what am I doing here? I had no steering whatsoever now. I do, sort of, actually. Whoa. Okay. Brake. Where's the brakes? I need the brakes. Somewhere over here. Sorry, guys, I'm taxiing on the grass. It's really hard to taxi this thing. I think another gear blew or something. Okay, so that was off. Whoa. Yeah, definitely gear blew us. Uh-oh. I'm gonna use my brakes as the turning mechanism because I know not that much turn.
Approaching runways.
Yeah, no, man, it's cloudy here. Yeah, so let's do that. I think it's right up here, actually.
Approaching runways.
I know I'm on the grass. I can't. It's hard to taxi with a couple blown tires. I think our tires are smoking. Wait, what? Yeah, we're right here because there's the UPS frigate stuff. I'm gonna hit. Oh no. Oh, there goes $1 million plane into a UPS frigate thing. But look at all those. I think those are blown tires there. That's the effect for a blown tire. And it's raining. Yeah, we're right here. I just need to find a parking spot. There we go. There it is. On the other side here. Okay. I think that's in a blown tire effect, or that's. Man, that's interesting. I don't know what that is. Pops up. If any of you guys know what this is behind my plane, put in comments below. Looks like it's the engine vapor, but I'm not sure. Alright, we're right here, guys. I just can't. It's really hard to taxi with no gear. And we almost hit a truck there and see great. Alright. We are here, people. Thank you for flying with us. Sorry for the crazy taxi, guys, but okay, we gotta stop here. Stop. Alright, we're good. We are in Boston, finally, with a couple blown tires. We made it. Alright, so I'm gonna quickly put this plane, fix this, and put this plane as well. We're gonna start roughly the same area. When we go to KDFW, I'm just gonna switch the plane real quick here. So let me just do that as well. Let me just cut this out so because it's in my downloads folder, so you guys don't see what's I have in my pictures folder or anything like that. I'm gonna do that real quick. And let's get this other plane set up. This plane should be much easier to fly. I mean, much easier. I think we're gonna start at cargo gate though, because so we can just turn around, but we'll see what happens. Let me just go to libraries now and get this plane installed. It will take like literally 2 seconds. I just need to drop it into the folder. Qantas right here it is. Alright, so all we need to do here is go to our folder here and go to our common, explain 11, aircraft, extra aircraft, and find our 737U and go to libraries, whatever you guys want to call it, and drop it in here like so, and extract here, and we have it. It is currently installed in there, so we might need to go back, but I'm not sure. But I also have some really cool textures, like Shark Mako textures, that I can show you guys as well. If this texture doesn't work, so let's do that. I'm gonna open this back up, close this airport detail libraries because that's not working. Keep this up and not yet, but I have to open up Explain first. And then we're gonna open up this as Explain loads. Next flight is Boston to KDFW. And I think that's going to be the last flight for tonight. I'm going out plane spotting tomorrow, so as well as hanging out with my family. So I don't know if there's I don't know what, I can't give you guys time that I'm streaming tomorrow, but definitely it's gonna be random time. I don't know what time I'll be on, but I do plan to stream tomorrow or post something tomorrow as well. So we're in Boston, Logan. I think I could just start the flight from where I left off. Let me see if it will let me. Let's see if it lets us. Yeah, gate E7. So that's that's the gate we're at. Wow. Okay, it does let us. All right, cool. So we're gonna take off from this runway right here, or runway 15, right? And I believe, I know from that other flights, I know it's not a 4-hour flight, so we're gonna land in KJFK with this plane, drop some freight off there, and then go ahead to Boston. That's what we're gonna do. Because I know from KJFK it's about a 3 hour and 30-minute flight or something like that to KDFW. I couldn't think of a name from it. Okay, let me just set this thing up here so I can add this as well. And do this as well. Let me see where I hit the, oh, down here. There we go. Let's see now. So I have that, but it's still raining. So 737-700. I believe that's 900. That doesn't work. Here's 700. So we're using this library that I'm using is not correct. Qantas does not have a freight plane, but oh wait, this is the Max 6. That's why it's not. Let's see, Qantas 737 Max. That's 7. That's the Max 9. It should definitely create this pair. That's the Max 9 4K, which I can use with my PC. Max 10. Oh my gosh. So many planes. Here it is. I found it. 600. Close. 700. Here we go. 700U. So this is the Boeing. I don't know what that is. Doesn't say what these are. Why doesn't it say? Oh, yeah, it does. So we're going to go for the, here are all the planes I have. I have a bunch because I love the 700. And it's a mismatched engine, Southwest. We're going to fly, not Southwest Day. We're going to fly, let me see, where is it? Trying to find the plane we're going to be flying today. And I have the close in air Fireliner for this as well. As you guys can see. If you guys want me to fly any of these planes in the future as well, please let me know. I do not mind flying any planes that you guys see right now. Okay, when we download Qantas, right? So Qantas right there it is. This is the plane we'll be flying today, guys. And we're gonna put an hour in the fuel tank, and I'll be right back. I just gotta take a bathroom break. So we're gonna play some music for you guys as well. So we don't want to change the payload. So we might want to change the. Okay, we're gonna be heavy, like really heavy. Actually, we're gonna be like that. Won't be half. We're gonna be. This does 15. Will be what's 14. 14 is 6. So we're gonna go down to 6. Will be really total weight. We'll be half. Actually, you know what? No. Restore defaults. 11. There we go. So, I'm gonna change the fuel. We're gonna change the fuel weight, not the. So we're gonna go half an hour. An hour actually. Always be safe. Definitely an hour will be fine. Hour 16 even is good. I think that's good enough. So I'm gonna go to go take a bathroom break real quick, guys. I'll be back shortly. So please enjoy the music you're about to hear. This music is property of YouTube. You can find any music you hear in the YouTube songs list. I think this is it, and yeah, this should be enough time. So let's do. No, there we go. I'll be right back, guys. Hey guys, I'm back. So sorry about the long wait. Had to get a couple more things done and sorted. Whoa, okay, don't want to do that. So sorry about the long wait. Just had to a little longer. Just had to do some other stuff and get some quick things done. Um, so let me open up this as well, and yeah, let's get this plane started here. And depending on time, uh, Boston and KJK may be our last fight, or it may not. I believe roughly we'll probably be getting into KDFW 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. That's the way the time is looking now, but we'll see. So 116 is our fuel. Okay, we are good. Stormy. Ready to fly. 1 o'clock in the afternoon, that is fine with us. Start flight. This plane should be a lot more easier to fly too. And if you guys can't wait, can you guys hear me? Okay, good. Yeah, you guys can hear me. Awesome. Um, yeah. So let's. Hey, second viewer, what's up? How you doing tonight? Yeah. So let's see once we get into Boston. I'd like to do more fights. Hey, Jasper, what's up, bro? How you doing? Yeah, sorry. Yeah, sorry about last night. I had issues with the thing. I'm doing good. Just live streaming, doing the best, having fun in simulator and having fun in World of Warships. Uh, Unfortunately, didn't get Steel tonight. Basically, Steel I get another ship I want to get, but I do plan to get that in the future. I just didn't have enough time to grind it tonight. Yeah, so um, since you're on here as well, we're going to be flying to Kennedy again. And Boston, we're flying a cargo 737-700 that does not exist with Qantas, but I believe it does not exist. But it does exist in The Sims, so and with this plane, so we're gonna fly it. I wonder where Ashley is. I guess she's busy tonight. If she's on here, she could always chat. I mean, she's really nice and cool to talk to. Um, she's not on here. She's always free to chat. Just what happened? Something happened. Oh, come on. Okay, yeah, yeah. Okay, good, good, good. We are up and running at a gate. Great. And I can't push back from a gate. So, yeah. I mean, she's cool. I mean, I'm used to her being on every stream. That's why I normally, tonight was a little different. I streamed I streamed later tonight, but I'm so used to her being on. But she said she wasn't going to be on sometimes too because she plays Mario Kart or something with her brother. So I'm glad you're here as well. So we're going to push back the old fashioned way. Brakes off. Here we go. This should push us back. We got a guy in front of us. Or our brakes on. Hang on. There we go. Moving slowly here. This is the old way, believe it or not, that MD-80s, American Airlines MD-80s used to push back from the gates. They didn't have a tug. Like I'm just pushing back by engine power right now. Did you see my brother's new TikTok, Jasper? Oh, 777. No, it's 76. I'll go check it out. I think he posted a new TikTok on there. And we do. We're planning some good TikToks in the next couple of days. So with some cool people. So or a cool person. So definitely check into that in the next couple of days. Definitely do that. Alright, so I think we're back enough, but we're going to back up a little more. We have to do something in the heavy tab over there, which is this on the side here that you see. But other than that, we're backing up fine. So this I'll show you our plane in a minute after we back up here. The only problem is this: I can't tell what aircrafts are taxing. Hang on, Jasper. I'll be with you in a minute, bro. I popped the tire on my last flight, so. Yep, we're on the grass. Let me just get off the grass here and I'll answer your question. Just give me a sec. Oh, great. Okay. My cousin sent me a message. Well, not my cousin, my girlfriend, actually. I'm just on streaming. Let me answer your question too. It's by your brother. It's my brother's birthday today, and I have no clue what to get him. Yeah, I've been there, done that. I've been there, done that. Yeah, it's like my brother has TikTok now, so he normally gets everything that he wants. Like with his TikTok, with the money he makes on TikTok and stuff, he gets all the like clothing you see. Some of the clothing that you recently see is from my uncle, but some clothing is bought by us. Like that's what we do with some of the money, guys. Or you guys pay him, so we buy new clothing, new costumes to do more TikToks. Let's see. Configure. We want to go display winglets. No, we want to go. Let's see. Blended. You want to do split winglets, or I think blended's better. We'll do blended general config. We want. I'm just saying this Abby tab thing up here. Hardware. Nose wheel access. Yaw. Always want on yaw. Gives a spare turn radius. Okay, let's see now. Run our hardware now. So yeah, what I'm doing now, Jasper, is I'm setting up my effects on my plane. So basically, I can add winglets, and I can add ZATCOM. What the ZATCOM is I'll show you. If you go to the outside of the plane, if I can hit both here, you could see this is basically the radome of the plane. So this is if you go on the outside. Cool, everything works. What you see here is the basically Wi-Fi boxes, and basically the only way that you're able to get connection on the plane. So this is Wi-Fi, and I believe stuff for the pilots as well on top of the plane. So here I think is Wi-Fi box, and here is the radio box where the pilots get the radio comms from, like the incoming radio calls from the tower. I believe that's where it is. But let me put my flaps down, and then we'll get out of here. This is a really cool plane to showcase. So let me just put my flaps down. We're going to do 3 today. This plane's going to be able to get off the ground. And our brakes are on. Yeah. It is cool. I love aviation. I mean, I don't really, I like cars, but I'm not really into cars. But I just love aviation. Like, aviation is my passion. Like, eventually, I want to actually become a pilot for not a major airline, but just a civil pilot. Like, just so I get near, because my girlfriend actually wants to become a pilot as well too. So I can I have something stuck in my keyboard there, but um, just so I could pretty much help her if she needs help. Um, because honestly, she's starting out flying, and not now, but whoa, okay, hang on, let me go back here. Basically, she's looking into flying, but she has no flaps, gear, anything like that. I mean, I've shown her what I show her, but I mean, she does technically, but she doesn't know the aspect, like when to drop them, when to put the gear up. How long have you and your girlfriend been together? We've been actually, it's pretty interesting. We've met in school. I'll tell you the short, kind of long story. We met in school on a bus on a school trip. Didn't know, we're, kind of, I guess at the time had a crush on each other.
Approaching 1.
Hang on.
Right.
So we kind of had a crush on each other. And we didn't really talk to each other. Now, I'm not going to get into the whole story because kind of parts of it are private, but we didn't really know each other, and we joined CAP, which is a program where people with disabilities go to. I told you about it, to basically do shows, get jobs. It's basically an easier way for people with disabilities to get jobs and work with people, work with job coach, and have the job coach help them do what they need to do and succeed in that job. But anyways, we basically met in CAP later, and we wanted to. I was at the time with a girl, and she we didn't really have a good relationship at the time, but or I mean we did, but we didn't really have it. Hang on a second. Rotate. All right, we're there. I mean, we did have a good relationship, but it's just with this program, it's hard to honestly date people in the program because of all there's a bunch. We're all friends in the program, so there's like a bunch of people defending people and stuff like that, and that's fine. But when you have that in your relationship as well, it gets kind of complicated. So we decided that the better thing for us was to become friends and just hang out and be friends. And you know, uh, my girlfriend was fine with that. The girl I'm dating now. So and old the girlfriend before that we decided to be friends with is actually happy that we're dating. Um, Me and my girlfriend I'm dating now. So basically, how long have you and your girlfriend been together? So yeah, then we just decided to date, and we've been together for about a year now. Roughly a year and a half, something like that. Due to COVID, we haven't been hanging out. I did see her once, but social distancing. But due to COVID, we haven't really been hanging out that much. But I've been dating her for about a year and a half now to 2 years, roughly. Oh no, it's all right. Yeah, it happens with with people, and like being. It's kind of, I guess, interesting because it basically, in a way, people with what I have and what these people have don't really get noticed. I mean, we do get noticed, but we don't really get noticed that often. People tend not to pretty much, talk to us. I mean, yeah, we do with this program, but it mainly stays in the program and whatever. But it's kind of hard to, for somebody with a disability to have to get in my opinion, in my experience, to get a girlfriend. And I mean, I had some really close friends that defended me from bullying, and I would never want to not be friends with them. But like, it's really hard for you know sometimes, occasionally. I mean, I know some people that are perfectly fine and they have whatever in their relationship as well. Um, but yeah, it's, in my opinion, that's why I've been through like four relationships. One with a girl I really liked, and then she ended up um, breaking up with me, and but we're still friends. I mean, I'm lucky with all the girlfriends I have. They're not jealous of any of my girlfriends I'm dating now. So whereas, another person would probably be, well, I'm lucky to have that with my friends, and I'm lucky to have friends that actually will defend me if anything happens. But yeah, it's basically yeah, it is good. And you'll definitely see some of them. Like, I know my friend, one of my friends, other friends, loves aviation. I think we were live streaming once. I don't know if it actually went through, but you might see it if you go down. One of my friends and I were live streaming, and I'm just trying to line up with the land here, and we were pretty much having fun live streaming and actually flying and just enjoying it. But he'll definitely be on this stream. I know that if I after COVID, he'll definitely be on stream and flying with me. What the heck is that? Oh, that's the cabin that you hear. So as you see, on the right side. It looks like to you I'm on the left side of the plane, but I'm actually on the right side of the plane. It looks like to you guys though that I'm on the left side. The opposite looking. Like if I put this on the right, then it's gonna be on the right side, but it's on the left side. And it's saying it's on the right side for me, but yeah, I have tons of friends who love aviation. My girlfriend loves aviation. My other friend that I'm friends with loves aviation. And some of my friends just like think it's interesting for like to see the flight. Like my friend came on my Facebook stream once, wanted me to fly one of her flights from like Islip to. She went from Islip, which is Long Island MacArthur Airport, to Phoenix, Arizona. So unfortunately, that's a long flight to do. It's like a 5-hour flight, roughly, or a 4-hour flight. But yeah, does that the pilot sit on the right or left side? The plane while flying. So basically, how this is how it works in airlines and uh, civil as well. So you have a co-pilot and you have a pilot. The pilot and the co-pilot switch off per landing. So basically, you have a co-pilot which has less flight hours in the aircraft that you're. So let's say basically, what airline have you flown on? Have you flown on any airlines? Because I'll base it off of that airline. So what airlines have you flown on, Jasper? Okay, so basically with American Airlines, how this works is American has this is due to COVID-19 and not due to COVID-19, but um, here, hang on, let me see where I'm going. So how this works is there's a pilot and there's a co-pilot and then there's two other pilots in the back of the plane. So generally the pilots are generally the ones with the most flight hours in the plane. Now, here's how it goes with the pilot and co-pilot. So you have a pilot that can fly the plane, um, that knows everything about the aircraft. Knows, like, let's say this is the basically our artificial horizon. Basically, shows the plane straight, and if I'm climbing, if I'm descending, as you see, that's the altitude. Actually, that's the wait. That's speed. That's the airspeed right there. That's the altitude. So he knows everything about the plane, and basically he basically does flying, take off to a certain altitude. Then he turns on the autopilot, um, and then the co-pilot is there just in case. Basically, there has been times, I don't know if you've seen this, where where sometimes where the pilot actually loses conscious I can't say it, consciousness um in the air. So like the pilot basically blacks out or has a heart attack. Now, in terms of that, who's going to fly the plane? Well, the co-pilot is able to fly the plane as well. So basically, whether I'm sitting on the right or left side of the plane, I have the same instruments, the same setup as the pilot does. Um, the only thing I have is less hours. Now, I had no hours flying in any plane besides Texan, 15 minutes of flying time. But again, that wasn't logged. But, um, so there's a pilot, co-pilot, basically the same amount of hours, a little different. And there's also a training flight where the pilot, where a really good pilot takes up a co-pilot that has less hours and basically shows them how to fly, and you know, not really just takes them up in a plane like American per se does KJFK, KDFW. So the co-pilot would be, the pilot would be, wait, no, I'm sorry. The pilot would be piloting the plane, and the co-pilot would be, I just dropped my phone, and the co-pilot would be contacting the tower, basically contacting, I'm just going to leave it there, contacting the tower, basically what I'm doing, um, because the pilot is flying. Now, they could switch either airports, so basically how they do it is, from what I know, if you pilot takes off, co-pilot lands, um, and basically that's how that works. And basically, the co-pilot sits on the right side of the plane, the pilot sits on the left side of the plane, and that's the same with any airline or any commercial plane that you see, or any civil plane that you see. That's normally what you'll see. And there is laws now to where you can't, I think, have, so that door is shut, and when that door is shut, only the stewardess is not in there. And basically, there was one time where it was really crazy because the basically pilot of the plane had his kind of sad actually, but the pilot of the plane has kids on board. I think it's an air crash investigation video, and the pilot has kids on board, and the plane had an error with the autopilot. So basically, the plane was diving like this in a dive, and basically the kid couldn't pull the plane up. So the kid's freaking out. The dad's trying to pull the plane out of dive, couldn't pull the plane out of dive. They switch. The plane ended up crashing because the pilot's son, they didn't have basically the kid, basically the co-pilot was in the sea instead of the kid. They could have gone out of the dive. That's what they're saying, but other than that, if that kid wasn't there, they could have gone out of the dive, and because that kid was there, that's why they crashed, unfortunately. But let's see where we're going here. Okay, we're going west. That's fine. I'm gonna go to the right, and yeah. So, and because of 9/11, before 9/11, you're allowed to bring your kid up to the cockpit and see the plane. You know, not during the flight, of course. After that happened, but basically, you're allowed to pretty much, when the plane is, as far as I know, as far as I know now, you're not, but I don't know after that happened with the kid and stuff. But as far as I know now, it's not legal, but you can, but you're not supposed to do 9/11. But ever since 9/11 and ever since that happened, it's safety precaution now, where you're not allowed to go in the cockpit during flight. As long as the door is open, you're allowed to talk to the pilots, say hi to the pilots, whatever you want to do. I don't think you're allowed to get out of your seat though. Once you're in your seat, they want to go, they want to be in the air. But if you're walking past the pilot, you can say hi, you can talk to them. Normally on smaller planes, they're out of the plane, greeting the passengers. But normally you're not allowed to. Once that door is shut, you're not allowed to be in the co-pilot. You're not allowed to be in the plane because it could be a distraction to the pilots, as well as if anything does happen, you were in the pilot, and literally they don't want that happening because basically you could be a terrorist and you can take over a plane and easily take over a plane, turn off the autopilot, and just fly the plane to the ground, or kill a bunch of people in a building, like what happened on 9/11. But um, basically, they don't allow that now because of that reason, what happened on 9/11 and what happened in the with that kid and stuff. Yes, you are allowed to. I think Emirates does this. Invite people once the plane is in cruising altitude. You are allowed to invite passengers, or basically you have to be invited to go up there by a stewardess. So this guy is pretty much on an Emirates A380. He's talking about the plane, and the stewardess told the pilot, "Hey, there's a kid behind there. He knows a lot about aviation or whatever," and invited the guy up, and he actually got to sit in the co-pilot seat with the knowing what the pilot's just talking and he's watching what he's doing. Kid's not touching anything, but he's watching basically what he's doing, and basically just talking about the plane. The plane's on autopilot. Yeah, so that's what pretty much. But yeah, you're allowed to do that with certain airlines. So I don't think American allows that because they were one of the airlines. I don't think United allows that. But I know out of the U.S., any airline that is not in the U.S. probably allows it. They shouldn't, but it's probably allowed due to that they haven't had that with that airline. Yeah, and I've been because my uncle's a crew chief for American Airlines as well. I've been in planes. I've been in 777. I've done stuff like that for my birthday. It was really awesome. I'm just not allowed to share any of those photos due to that you're not really allowed to do that. Really, so it's kind of like a special thing because my uncle was is in the airline. I was allowed to actually do that. So yeah. And it's you can actually go to a civil airport as well and watch the planes take off and stuff. And if you are lucky, there might be a pilot there that has a plane as well. I've been invited into civil guys, some sort of Learjet kind of thing, and it's hot, man. They turn the gauges on and everything, and it's telling me I'm taking pictures and everything, and not really ignoring him or anything, but he's just telling me about the plane, and I'm just taking pictures of everything because I thought that was really cool as well. But yeah, aviation is an amazing hobby to have. I mean, for them, they could create cars, but for them to actually take this plane is actually based off of a hawk. So if you see the bird's wing uh, adjusts to winds. So does a yeah, so that's pretty cool. And so does a plane. So a plane turbulence, the wings bounce. So does a bird's wings. So this is this plane is basically based off of nature, where a car is not as much because it's on the ground. But in flight, the Wright brothers based this plane off of actual hawk, um, and or not a hawk, but a bird. So basically, planes in general are based off of birds. Now the wing of a plane and the wing of a yeah. So and we're actually here on the island. We are um, known for Grumman. There's a big Grumman base over here, and there's a big North American. I think Grumman and something else. Republic had their base here, so we made North American. We had the F-14 take off here, the A-6 Razbam or the A-6 Intruders. We also had the North American P-40s, P-47s, P-51s made here on the island. So we had all like the war planes made here, a decent amount of warplanes built here on where I live. Well, not where I live, but where we're on in the area where I live. What was your favorite flight that you have done? Um, in the sim or in real life? In the simulator or in real life? Okay, so my favorite flight, honestly, was probably I don't remember my first flight, but probably my first flight, honestly, because that I was flying on Spirit Airlines A320, A319, and it was the old gray checkered colored Spirit Airlines plane. And that basically got me into aviation. I mean, I was always into aviation, but that got me actually into flight sims, and my dad started playing Microsoft Flight Simulator X in '04. So around like 10 years old, 11 years old, um, 12, maybe 12, 15 years old, somewhere between 10 and 15 years old, I started flying. And yeah, just basically, probably my favorite flight was basically my first flight in A320. And um, basically, my favorite flight in the sim is any flight where I know, like, any flight that my family's been on. So basically, I slipped to Baltimore to Texas, or KJFK to KDFW. That is one of my favorite flights to do because I got family that lives down there. So I tend to do those flights and pretend that I have my family on board because I only get to see them like once a year. So basically, I have my family on board. I'm flying them back or something like that. It's like really fun because like once you'll see in the future when I stream on YouTube, and basically I'll stream on YouTube and like it'll be really cool because like you pretend your family's on board and you're like, okay, you hear the ATC Southwest 791 cleared for takeoff, runway, whatever, and you're on that same exact runway and you get in there at the same exact time. It's like it's so cool and you like have that and you actually see like this is the actual if you were at let's see what altitude we're at. If you were at 37,000 feet right now, this is the exact view that you'll be seeing. So this is the exact view that, like, if I had people on board this plane, this is or if I was flying where I am right now, this is the exact view or the exact cloud view and cloud density besides, my settings that you would be seeing in real life. So if you're on a flight and you basically are doing the flight, basically your family on that flight is seeing the same exact thing you're seeing. So if I was doing a flight from Boston to Kennedy, which I'm doing right now, but if I was on a flight from Boston to Kennedy, or my family was, they would be seeing the same exact clouds, same exact thing that I'm seeing. If it was the same exact time, of course. Yeah, which is really cool. And you would be like, this is real old weather right now. So this is the actual weather that's above me right now. So, or, in the area, because I'm not over, yeah, but above me, like, kind of thing. So, because as you know, because of the thing I'm on, whatever, but so basically the weather is the actual weather that's in the area, and it updates every 15 minutes. That's the only difference compared to, so if some tornado pops up, this sim apparently doesn't, simulate that, but if some high winds pop up, it takes 15 minutes from that wind. So basically, if you get weather at the time it changes, it does change. But if you get weather at the time between like 5 minutes after it updated, it's not going to update that until 15 minutes. So basically, the weather you're seeing right now, besides clouds and everything, but the winds and everything that my plane is handling right now, is basically 15 minutes difference compared to the real world. And depending on how much fuel is in the plane. And there's also actually so there's also humpback whales over here in this area where you can go whale watching right around now as well. Like there's humpback whales, I think, right over here, between here and here. They're also up here as well. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. Aviation is a pretty cool thing to get into, and even if you don't like planes, I mean, honestly, do your, you know, if you don't know when, like, so the flight basically goes like this. If you were in a plane and you're flying, now this is not 100% accurate due to winds, due to, it's not real life accurate, but it's accurate enough to where you can base it off of a real plane. Um, and basically, you can pretty much fly the same flight route and get there at the same time as your family. So, like, let's say you're doing a flight route and you're, like, I told my mom, oh, they're getting in to the airport in about 15 minutes. Oh, they arrived in New York. And that's when actually they arrive. So, if you go on, like, live, Flight Radar 24, FlightAware is better for tracking planes, but Flight Radar 24 shows every plane in the whole U.S. that has that connection to the plane, or has an updated comm, or an updated thing to show them where the plane is. Or an updated, like, radar system kind of thing. So now we are actually heading for wrongly for left. That's the airport that I'm choosing right now because we're right here and I don't want to really waste fuel. So we're going to be landing on wrongly for left. And due to time, we'll be getting there at 4 o'clock. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm thinking of actually making another stream because I actually got to do something real quick. And then it's going to take like 15 minutes, 20 minutes. But I don't want to leave the stream on for that long. So is it okay if I make another stream after I land? And then and then like in a half hour I'll stream again or something like that. Is that okay? So like a half hour from the time that I land. Thank you. I just wanted to make sure because I do want to keep you on here and entertain you as well, but I need to get some stuff done really quick, or quickly that I need to do. So, I mean, I could probably put this thing in autopilot, but I like to entertain my viewers as well. So, actually, you know what? I could probably leave it on a plane and leave it like this. Should I try that? Because it's pretty steady now. I mean, I could try to set the thing here. You know what? Let me try that. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off, and if I can get this set up, if not, then we'll do it again. We'll take off from Kenny again and do it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to set that up and see if I can do it that way. So now we're going to start descending below the clouds a little bit. All right. Yeah, because I want to lose these viewers as well. I know I have only 2 viewers on here. But it was pretty cool having 26 people and going through the... I want to have at least like... I mean, I'm not expecting to get paid by, you know, YouTube and doing that, but I mean, you know, if you like what you see and you want to, you know, if people want to pay, I wouldn't mind, but I mean, or pay to see their messages. But right now, I have only 2 people, so I can pretty much read everything. But if you want to, you know, or if people want to do give me money, yeah, I mean, I could buy new planes with that. I can do other stuff that enhances the scenery. So I mean, that's what I'll use it for. I mean, I'm not gonna just like use it on stuff, but if you like what you're seeing, I could show you better stuff as well. But again, this is just, you know, as good as well. Let me... What? Alright. So apparently what we're gonna do is we're gonna land in Kennedy, and then I'm just gonna stream tomorrow because my mom wants me to go to bed, so I'm gonna stream tomorrow and basically land in Kennedy and then stream KJFK, KDFW tomorrow on X-Plane if my internet works. I mean, I don't want to, you know, stream and keep everybody up all night, so yeah, I don't, you know, not that I don't want to keep you up as well. I mean, I keep people up. I just you know, don't want to keep my family up. And I literally, with the headphones I have, it's really hard to tell what volume I'm speaking at. So, like, I don't know if you can hear me over the engines and everything. That's why, yeah. So we're just going out a little farther so we can line up with runway 4 lefts. Whoa. Well, turbulence there. Okay, no worries. Can you hear me now? Is this good? Because I just want to make sure, because like I don't mind streaming later. Like if I do take a quick break, we'll get into there about 4 o'clock. I don't know when we're leaving in the morning though. Um, okay, cool. Yeah, because I never know because like right now this is hard, like really loud. The engines on my side, but I guess they switched that in the sim. So yeah, what we're gonna do is the same plan. I'm gonna land. You know what I'm gonna do? Even better. I'm gonna land in. Um, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna land in Kennedy, and then I'm going to do my stuff. I'm gonna play music on stream so I don't lose the stream, and I don't have to reset the stream and spend time doing that. So I'm gonna just play music on the stream, play YouTube music for between like half an hour and an hour, and then just like whenever I come back, I'll just end the stream. Or no, I mean I'll just continue flying because I think we're leaving here around like 10 to go uh, up to my grandma. So basically, we're leaving here around like 10. So I'll probably do that, and then I'll just set my alarm for like 9ish to 8ish, something like that. I'll be fine. I just like doing long flights, like short flights, but kind of long flights because like I figure like hang on a second. Jeez. I wonder how pilots like if a pilot sneezes when he's climbing, I wonder how he keeps the plane in like climb mode. Imagine that, like a pilot like actually sneezing and a plane like is bouncing up and like. Thank you. Yeah, but imagine like a pilot actually sneezes and the plane like does this. That would be so scary. Just because the pilot sneezed. But we're up far enough now, so we're gonna go in a little bit. And yeah, depending on the time, like I mean, I could even do shorter flights, but that's my plan to go to KDFW at night. What do you mean? What do you mean by it? Would Oh yeah, it would be scary. I'm honestly going to go to bed soon. I've been up. You've been up for 24 hours? Oh crap! We forgot to set the friggin'. I knew I was forgetting something. Why have you been up for 24 hours? Jeez, that's crazy, man. I knew I was forgetting something. Sorry about that beeping. I'll try to fix it. I mean, yeah, tell me, but I was curious. Alright, so let's pause this. I'm actually gonna try to fix this in the air, which is crazy, but so land altitude is gonna be 0. This altitude. Oh god. What the oh jeez. What the heck? Okay, that is why you don't. Oh, we're doing some aerobatic flying with this. Oh, that stinks. Huh. Hey, look, I'm flying upside down. Wait, that stopped? That is why you never take your eyes off the flight, because this happens. And I don't care. Yeah, it's crazy, man. I don't generally, I mean, I could stay up, but I like stay up until like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. But I'm not going to do that tonight. Whoa, okay, we're losing. Uh oh. Uh oh. Uh oh. We're going down. Come on, get airspeed over the wings. Shoot. This is not something you see every day. I'll get out of it. Oh no. This is not good. Oh no. I'm sorry, passengers, but I think we're dying. Come on. I can't see anything. Ah, come on. Come on, baby. You have it. Okay, so yeah, right now I'm actually in a stall, so and my airspeed is really low, so I'm gonna try to get out of it. Come on, baby. Oh god, that's not good. Come on, baby. Oh, so I stalled from. Oh, well, that's an interesting landing. Well, now I gotta contact the. Okay, so you crash. Would you like to see how easy it is to crash? I mean, like in FSX, that would have been a lot more. Um, Sorry for anybody having freight. How are we still moving? Wait, where? Am I a boat on fire now? What the? Okay, I know I crashed, but how am I still moving? So let me see if I could replay that. I would like to see what happened. Let me see if I could somehow. Hang on. I want to show you guys what happened. So we're gonna go back. Wow. Okay. So would you like to see what happened in that crash, real quick? So here's the. Let me go back a little bit. So here's what happened. I think. Let me just go back. So here's what happened. Let me just go back. I know this is crazy here, but so we were flying upside down because this is my fault. I was trying to get, but we were flying upside down. I was trying to keep the nose up here. So let me just go back a little bit. Sorry, it's okay. So here we go. So we were straight on level, right? So now let me continue this, and then we add throttle. Try and keep the nose up. Then I was trying to fix. I think the thing went off here. Let me go on the inside. Yeah, we're flying normal. We're flying normal. Flying normal. Now we start to go to the right. So we start to go right. I think I was adjusting. Um, you should hear the thing go off. So basically, what went off was the cabin altitude um, thing. Basically, above 15,000, the plane has to be pressurized. And I did not set the pressurization system. So now you see we're upside down. So basically, what happened was, let me just go on the outside to show you real quick. So basically, we were climbing, and let me go back. Go back. Let me go back before that. Well, it looked like what happened was, I'll show you here, was before we, if this plane turns around here, which it should. Just give me a sec. I'm trying to find the time. So basically, oh wait, that's not. We'll go forward. Pause. So basically, we're gonna go forward from here and watch what happens. Um, here, let's go there. So basically, what it looks like what happened was, if you look at it straight this way, the plane, or straight this way actually, went into a turn. So you're turning. Plane's turning right now. So you're going to the right a little bit. Watch that wing. So you're going to the right. And then this is probably sometime when the cabin alert system was going off in the plane. So now what happens is the nose is starting to climb because you're trying to level the plane out. And then you're going to the right, you're going to the right, trying to get in line with the Long Island and stuff like that. So you're going to the right. Is this going down? Yeah, it's going forward. And then you get that try and push the nose down at the same time. So now what happens is you're climbing and you're losing altitude. So as you climb, if you don't add engine power, you lose altitude. So here's what happened. You're climbing, the plane's climbing, turning a little bit, and you're climbing. I'm just trying to find the spot here, sorry. So the plane's climbing, and as you see, we're getting steeper here in the turn. So basically, plane's still climbing. Now at a certain point, we're going to stall, so which means you had no airflow over the wings at the altitude. So here's the turn. And as you can see, the nose is decently high, not really that high. But then you can see I'm trying to right the plane with the rudder there. That occasionally doesn't happen. The nose starts climbing even higher or a little higher. And then basically this is what causes the plane to stall. If you go like, so now we're in turn. Decent turn for aircraft, not at a level where we're gonna, crash or turn over or anything, but we're getting there. As you can see, we're getting steeper into the turn, still steeper. Now, as you're turning, you lose, so you gotta compensate with the rudder, so to keep the nose up or the nose against stall. So now I did that, I think, with throttle. I was trying to do that with the rudder, I guess, as you see. But what happened was I lost altitude, and at this stage here, where you see before we went over, at the stage, let me go back. At this stage, it's like a bank angle. So when you're, I gotta talk lower, man. I can't. Okay. So when you're at a bank angle, you basically have no airflow over the wings, and you basically lose airflow, and the plane ends up going towards the earth due to gravity. So that's what happened after this. Oops. Let's do this. Now you're upside down, trying to right the plane, having fun upside down. Now what happened here as well was you don't have as you're trying to fix the plane, which I didn't have enough airflow over the wings to right the plane. So I didn't have enough airflow over the wings to, what I was trying to do is get that nose up as well as turn to help the plane turn and get that nose up a little bit more. But what happened was I didn't have enough airflow over the wings, so the plane ended up stalling, and which means you don't have enough airflow, and the wing basically, there's no airflow over the wings, so the wing basically sink. You basically sink out of the sky. Gravity takes control of the plane at this point. You're upside down now, and basically flying upside down. And you can't, it's different if you're flying upside down. So if you're flying upside down, you don't have the same pressure on the wing as you do with it on top. So if you're flying belly down, so the engines are, if you're flying level, not like this, but if you're flying the opposite way, like if the belly of the plane or the bottom of the plane was towards the ground, then I have lift. If the wing isn't made to fly upside down. Yes, you get airflow with the wing, but it's not, on jets, it's not made to fly upside down. So still don't have enough airflow over the wing. As you can see, I'm descending, trying to get airflow. having fun, but still trying to get airflow. I thought I could flip myself over eventually. That's what I'm trying to do right now. Um, trying to do right now. Still trying to do that. This is an awkward position though to get airflow over the wing because you don't have. So basically, you see how the wings are bent down. That's basically the air pushing on the wings, so you're not gonna get. You're getting lift the opposite way, which is pushing the plane down like this. So wings are meant to um, adjust to wind that way. Like they are flexible, but they're not that flexible, so they're not generally supposed to bend down that much. Or they are, but technically, you're not supposed to fly upside down. So I want to see what actually happened. Where the point was that I think I tried to make it turn or something. Yeah, so this is not natural. The wing bending. Civil commercial jets were not made to be able to fly upside down. Um, I'm just trying to see when what I did. So still able to fly upside down, getting some more wind over the wings at this point. Able to get enough wind over the wings to get my nose to go up a little bit. Still gaining. And that's all due to the engines. That's not due to the wind flow. As you can hear, the engines are full throttle. And here's when I lost it. Still trying to pull up or pull down, but here's when I'm starting to lose that wind because of my speed. So I'm trying to gain speed, but I have no airflow over the wings at this point. So that's why you see the nose starting to go down. And I'm trying to turn as well as see with the rudder in the back. I'm trying to, I'm trying to keep the plane steady because if the plane goes left or right, I'm going to lose it, meaning lose the control of the plane. So I'm trying to keep it steady. And I end up going to I'm going right. So obviously it's not working, so I'm going the opposite way. Um, so as you can see, I'm going the opposite way and more steeper as well on my dive, which is not good because the more airflow you have over the wing, it creates friction, and with every mechanical machine, there's a certain amount of time where you can't pull out of the dive. There's a certain speed that wing is made for, and if you exceed that, it's basically much harder to get that airflow back or get the plane into a flight. So obviously, I'm in dive right now. I'm diving, probably over speeding, getting a bunch of warnings in my plane. Certain death. Still trying to right the plane. keep it level, try and keep it in line with what I'm doing here. Not really gaining altitude because I don't want to lose that much altitude. I want to fix the plane. So the plane's still diving. Starting to look a little bit better. A little bit. Starting to get a dive. Not really though. Because of the wind flow over the wings and I put my flats out. I have my flaps out? What the heck? Or slats out for some reason right there. I probably put them out a little bit and forgot to, so I'm trying to fix the plane here. Still don't have enough wind over the wings. Trying to find out what happened. So the plane's level now. But I don't think... Let me see what happened here. For some reason I still have that right rudder. Okay, so I see what happened. So the plane's going up and you're losing airflow. So now it's fine, but you're losing airflow over the wing as this plane does this. And you lose control over the plane at this point. There's nothing I can do because I have like zero airflow over the wings. I'm basically stalling at this point. Still try to get out of it. Make it worse. And this is when you cannot do anything because the wind is going this way and you have no airflow whatsoever over the wing. So at some point, I should be in a stall. Let's see. Yeah, at some point. Yep. Still climbing, trying to get out of it. And as you see here, my airspeed is 45, which is terrible. So here's when I start to stall. Planes are going to the left, planes are going to the left, as you see. And on the outside, if I wish to show you, starting to lose airspeed, and as you lose airspeed, the gravity takes control. So basically, I'm descending in a circular motion, can't get out of it. Trying to still get out of it. Basically, right now, I'm trying to get the nose down to the ground so I can get airflow over the wings. So right now, I'm sideways. There's still nothing I can do because I don't have enough airflow over the wings. Falling to my death. Still falling. Still trying to get enough airspeed, so I'm literally doing slow circles. Trying to get airspeed, trying to do slow circles to get my nose to go down, but that's not working too well. I have my engines up to try to make it easier for me to get the nose down. Engines are basically full throttle. And at this point, there's really nothing I can do because I'm losing altitude. I'm going in a circle. I get no control of the plane. Slowly losing altitude. This is not realistic. At some point during this dive, the plane will actually break up. And the wings would fall off and the engines would fall off. Tail would fall off. Basically, there's a stress point to wind on certain engines and the wings and stuff. So basically, the plane is not flyable right now. So I just tried to fix it. And when I did that, the plane just fell out of the sky. I mean, there's nothing holding it up right now. Doing slow spirals, not. I'm basically falling out of the sky right now. Like there's no airflow over the wings. It's raining. I can't see anything. Just trying to look at my artificial horizon. That wasn't helping. And still falling out. Like I literally had no airflow, so it's just like stalling, still in the stall, trying to get out of the stall. Something's happening, but at this point, what goes up must come down, and still stalling. Still don't have my wing is still not in flight mode, so basically it's not still getting airflow over the wings. Or in fog, and at some point, yeah. So what I did wrong here was it never got airflow back over the wings, and then I ended up getting closer and closer to the ocean. Yeah, so even if I tried to do it, there's no way. Like, I mean, look at the plane. The, right now I had no airflow over the wings. There's no way I could have. You can't reverse airflow. There's no way that you can. I mean, I could put out my air brakes. I could put out my flaps, but there's no way. And I'm slowly descending. And at this point, honestly, due to wind, due to everything that's upon this plane will be destroyed. And there's nothing the pilot could do. The only reason why this is together is because it's a simulator. There's the ocean. So as you can see, the whole time I'm doing this, there's no way I'm in a stall, trying to get out of the stall. There's no way in heck I'm getting out of the stall. I mean, it's starting to look better now, but still not good. There's no like airspeed. There's nothing. There's nothing. Let's see if we could hear the warnings. Because it's just gonna. So here's what my view was. And I think it was saying like descend, stall, or something like that. Yep, there you go. Still tried to fix it. I knew I was gonna die at this point. There's no way I'm getting out of this. Close to it. Because I'm somewhat level here. But there's no way, as you can see, by the time my plane sinks into the ocean here, there is no way that I can actually level this plane, get the speed, and then get out of this. There's no way. So I'm basically doomed at this point. And I'm still in a stall here, so there's no way that I could have gotten out of this. And in real life, this plane would be already split in half or whatever. Yep, so that's how we crashed. That's how we crashed. So honestly, that plane would have been already destroyed, but due to the sim restrictions, they pretty much keep the plane together. All right, so tomorrow we'll probably fly to. So how's that? So basically, the whole time I was in the stall and I couldn't get out of the stall. That's basically why I crashed. And I think, are you still there, Jasper? Okay. So I was that would be crazy. If planes, yeah, planes can actually do that. Yeah, but due to limitations, due to the metal, due to everything that they put into this, planes are not supposed to do that. Aerobatic planes can because of different wing, but aviation and commercial jetliners aren't supposed to do that. So I'm going to actually end the stream here. Tomorrow we're going to be flying from KJFK to KDFW. I do not know the time, but it should be around the same time, roughly 11, probably 11 o'clock. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Sorry about the crash, but I cannot help my pilot skills. It's also good to crash because you expect the guy to, be a pilot. Oh, this is hard. This looks hard. When really it is hard, but but it's just how you perceive the game and how you know. I don't mind crashing honestly, because then I can plan when to do that, when to fix stuff and all that, and remember the main part was I didn't set the altitude thing in my plane. That's why that warning went off. But anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow at around 11 p.m. Yeah, I'm just ending this stream here. Have a good night, Jasper. Jasper, I'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully, our friend is on as well. Our friend Ashley is on. She's probably busy tonight playing Mario Kart with her brother, but I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great night.